Good evening. Hey, we're at, this is Dave with Windy Ridge Outdoors. We're at a good friend's pond this evening. Going to see if I can catch a few and maybe get a hold of a good one. There's some good ones in here. I'm going to be fishing fairly fast tonight. I only have about an hour and 45 minutes or 2 hours, so I'm going to be moving pretty quick. Been over here a couple times this year. We've caught several, but haven't caught any real good ones this year. But there are some good ones in here. I'm going to start out with a floating worm bubblegum collar. I caught 8 or 10 last time we was here on a floating worm. Water is super clear. We haven't had any rain hardly. It rained a little shower coming over, but we haven't hardly had any rain for several weeks or months. I usually use my phthalate color, but I had a bubble gum already rigged up, so I thought I'd just try it. I have to try to be pretty quiet, or like I said, the water's really clear and probably going to be pretty spooky. There's one. Not a big one, but he's number one. He hit it good like he wanted it. Not a keeper. But that's a start. Going to make a quick trip around the pond with the floating worm, and then we're going to try a jig and pig and finish up with a buzzbait. Another little one. But that's okay. It's number 2 this evening. Nice healthy fish. That's always a good sign for the pond. There's one. He's a little better. He's probably a keeper. Maybe a little bit over 12. Just probably barely 12. I'd say he is a keeper though. And I left my tape measure over in the, but I'd say he's a keeper. Number 3. There's one. Oh, he got off. He wasn't a keeper either. He's small. But he got off. He wasn't a 12-incher either though. But he would have been number 4. And they're coming kind of hard tonight. They just about got this worm tore up, and I'm just about done with it anyhow. He definitely probably won't hit again. Maybe a bigger one will. That's what we're after anyhow. Oh, that was a good swirl, and he missed it. Just hit the tail. I didn't see the face, but man, it was a good swirl. Man, they're just not. Man, it made a nice swirl. Say this floating worm, as I said in the video, man, it is a line twister. The swivel helps a little bit, but it doesn't help too much, and I do away with 2 extra knots by not using it. Just put up with the swirl, with the twist, because it still twists even with the swivel. Well, let's see if we can get him with the jig. Kind of a letdown with the worm. I missed a couple there at last. Caught my biggest fish over here on the jig. It was a little over 5 pounds. Not going to let it hit on the bottom too much. I know there's slime. I'll just kind of hop it and swim it. It's just all around a nice pond. Very, very thankful that he lets us fish it. We try to take good care of it too, take good care of the fish. Well, right here's where I caught the big one on there a couple years ago. It was over 5 pounds. Maybe his big brother or mom or dad's going to be here tonight and I'll catch him. Oh, if I don't fall in. What's that? Oh yeah, he's a keeper, but he's a good one. Not the 5 pounder, but he's a good one. Thankful for him. Thank you, Lord. He's a good, probably 13 3/4 to 14. Hooked good. Good, healthy fish. Oh man, he took my jig. Now I've got to walk back and get another one. Definitely didn't need that. Him taking my jig. But thank the Lord, it's number 4. Good tap, and he wanted it and he kept it. It's what they're supposed to do. I'll take the bag with me this time. I'm not going to take time to, I had that one marked with chartreuse on the tips, but I won't do that. I'll just that way if this can take it, I'll have it with me. I got the skirt all messed up. This here's like a sunfish collar. And let's go do that again. That was fun. Getting bigger. He took it like he was supposed to. He was eating like he wanted to get bigger. See if there's another one up in there. Like I said, I normally wouldn't fish quite this fast, but He's a keeper. He's probably close to 13. He hit right at my feet. Now he's probably 12, 12 and a half, 12. He'll major though, I'm sure. There we go. Sometimes that's just the easiest way to do it. There's one. I got him for right now. Yeah, he's a small one. But he's number 6. He's not a keeper. But he wanted it. Pretty fish. Thank you, Lord. We'll take it. There's one. He got it too. He's a keeper. Nothing big, but a keeper. He wanted it. He's barely 12, but he's 12. Well, he was right on the bank. Well, that's going to be a wrap tonight from my friend's pond. Not the night that I was hoping for, but we caught 7, 3 on a floating worm and 1 keeper, and 2 or 3 on a jig and pig and a keeper. And I can't remember if there's 2 or not, and then 1 on a buzz bait. So we caught 7 total, and at least 3 keepers. I think maybe 4. But good night. God bless you. Go fishing when you can. Take your kids and grandkids. Go to church tomorrow. And till next time, God bless you.